from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from South Philly. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to one score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job of keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the fourth quarter, if this thing's within one score, they're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Murray. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Murray. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Murray's going to throw again. To the goal line and in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown Cardinals. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
I don't think there's any way around it, Mike. I mean, this has been a disastrous start for this season. I know their expectations were clearly higher than how things have played out. At this point in the season, you just need to get a win. However it comes, whatever it looks like, you've got to change the energy in that building because the only way to learn how to win in the NFL is to win.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Josh Sweat in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Cardinals offense and running back Trey Benson getting ready for their next drive. And he's had a strong start to this season, right there in the mix with the NFL leaders in rushing. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. They're going to work this down inside the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that opens everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 38-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. His receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 11 yards on the pass there. It's an Arizona first down. A give. Here's Benson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 2nd and 10.
38 on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 27-yard line.
Murray will throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with challenge. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
Second and long at the 13-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. A run here with Stevenson. And he's in! Touchdown, Arizona.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now Ryland for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cardinals move out on top, 14-0. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their 2nd possession. They're an early hole, 14-0. Start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia. Off the play fake, Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 22.
They get 22 yards there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead. Throwing is Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. And we're back in Philly in a moment. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. Oh, Barkley has fumbled. The Cardinals say they have it, and they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Now, Murray on the bootleg. In trouble, and down he goes.
Finally, this defense has been searching for a big play after giving up 2 touchdowns on the previous 2 drives. They're going to need more of that. They have to find more impactful plays that end drives and get the ball back to their offense.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing Murray. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 3rd and a long way to go. Murray now. On the move left. Throw it on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete. The Cardinals line up for a punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. On play action, Hurts. He'll complete that to his fullback. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
It's a gain of 18.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st down.
From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles are on the board. It's now 14-7.
14. Eagles 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Now Murray keeping it himself, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him, tackle for loss.
They'll run here with Benson. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
So you find yourself in 2nd and long. What you're thinking here as the play caller is just get this into a manageable 3rd down situation. But after that rush attempt and that big gain, they now find themselves in 3rd and short, which makes it nice. They can run or pass.
And 2. Here we go. They'll try and run it here, and it's jumped. And he's going to have the Cardinals 1st down by about a yard. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And with the ball on your side of the 50-yard, they didn't pick it up there. I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on 4th down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the 1st down anyway.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind them, and that's the landmark of the screenplay. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On 2nd down, it's Benson. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. He's got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And that is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone, and is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Here's Hurts. The throw here is complete. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Philadelphia. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup.
To the air again, Hurts. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A pickup there of 28 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Here's Barkley. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a first down as they're able to get the conversion and set up 1st and goal. Saquon. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. On 2nd down, Hurts. Taking off. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. One final throw before the break. Good blocking, and he's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So now this to get him back to even heading into the break. The kick is good. Exciting finish to the half. We are tied as both teams head to their respective locker rooms. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Both teams look good on the offensive side of the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. 2nd half is underway. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Once again, it's Barkley who managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. That's Jalen Thompson up from his safety spot to bring him down.
It's a gain of 4.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll go again with Benson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He'll work forward for a couple. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. Now it's Murray. Quick throw, taken in. And he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And I think the Eagles have it. Yes, they do.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away. Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well?
Jalen Hurts. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. Work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense and running back Trey Benson getting ready for their next drive. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter.
False start. Offense.
Working out of the gun, Murray. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. They'll look to pick up the pace.
A 9-yard pickup. It's second and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Murray gonna hand this to Benson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
He'll throw on first down with Murray. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down. Here's first and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Now give up the middle, it's Benson. Uh-oh. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's an Arizona first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the the ground, it's Chubb. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Once again, it's Chubb. He's to the 10. And he's down at the 3. What a run. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Extra point now by Riley. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals will even the score. It's now 21 all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10.
Hey, 73, 73. Right everywhere.
Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll run it here and put Saquon. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
That's quickly out to Smith. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
Fake the give, now it's Hurts. Open man downfield is Smith. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 41 yards. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Operating from the under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Logan Wilson getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Cardinals offense and running back Trey Benson getting ready for their next drive. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 44-yard line.
They go play action with Murray. He's going to run it. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up third down.
Makes it 3rd and
2. Murray. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
On the ground, it's Benson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Murray now on second down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And third down coming up.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down.
That penalty is declined.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Cards first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they needed, they surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down. On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Big Ace open.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Straight ahead, they go with Benson. Powering forward, he's in. Trey Benson, touchdown Cardinals. Now Ryland for the extra point. He's got it, and the Cardinals have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Barkley.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw, Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Here comes the Eagles punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Cards offense and running back Trey Benson getting ready for their next drive. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. It's incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. A run with Benson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And a Cardinal first down.
Again, it's Benson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Running is Chubb. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Now Murray, forced out wide. He runs with it. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
They'll run. Here's Benson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Benson. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. He will do it himself. He's in. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Arizona. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll drop to throw. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. 3rd down coming up. it's Hurts. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Hurts again. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts. So just one kneel down and then time to shake hands. So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.